Right, okay, Flairs. First things first, wear a fucking helmet. Get a helmet alive! Right, flare time. Right, so, first thing you want to sort of know, if you can flare, or if you've learnt flares through this, or you're learning flares in the future, don't think your God's given gift. Basically, like, it's cool that you've accomplished the flare, and you know we all want to do it when we first start riding and stuff. But you know, you're not God if you can flare, and you're not going to get sponsored just because you can flare. And you just stop flaring. Flare whores, I hate you all. I can name a few, but I'm not going to. But yeah, just if you can flare, well done. But just stop doing them as often, and you're not Jesus, basically. Yeah, spot on. First tip is quite important. You've got to be 100% confident in yourself. There's no point going up something if you feel like you're not going to do it, sort of thing. I mean, if you're not confident, then you're not going to commit, and it's important to commit to these type of tricks. Just sort of pulling the entire way and just committing the whole way through, not just going for the trick and being like, I stacked it, you know. So 100% commitment at all times. Right? So tip 1, it's like the sort of speed you want. You don't want to be going as fast as you possibly can because you're going to end up landing fly out. You don't want to be going as slow as you possibly can because you're going to hit your head. I recommend about 1 foot, 2 foot air, somewhere in between, just something you're comfortable with. Like, so you're not hucking yourself as fast as you can, but it's something that you know you can pop a trick off. You know, just that comfortable air height that you can do anything comfortably, sort of thing. Tip number 3. This was actually told to me by Billy Atkins, shout out. That's hit your both wheels off the coping. When you're doing flares, your coping is your best friend. It guides you to when you should take off, what you should do. And as you're taking off, fuck you, like, as you take off, you sort of hit both wheels off the coping. The amount of times you see people hitting their front wheel and just trying to huck one as fast as you can, that's what I did for a long time, and I could never really get them. And then once Billy told me to do this, both wheels, I got the rotation a lot more, and that's when I started landing more in the transition to sort of land and roll away. So both wheels off the coping. Right, number 4, tippers, it's more of a flip than a turn. You know, you see these people going up and they're turning their head, they're trying to spin it, just so, because you feel safer if you're not going more upside down. That's like, it's just how you feel. But you've got to, that's what, it comes back to the sort of commitment thing, where you need to commit to going backwards instead of turning more, because it is more of a flip than the actual turn itself. So, believe, go backwards. Woo. Right, final tip, and that's sort of the landing. Like, it's easy enough to rotate a flare, but it's harder to commit to the landing of it. It's sort of the opposite of a backflip. Like, backflip's quite hard to rotate, but easy to land. Opposite with the flare, easy to rotate, hard to land. Best way I can sort of explain this is, as you're coming in, you should see the floor, unless you're going ridiculously backwards. But for me, I see the floor the entire time when I'm doing a flare. And it's important to commit to the landing, because it's easy enough to take a foot off or chuck your feet off or anything. But it is the last bit of the flare which is the most important, and that's just tucking it in and just stomping the landing. Like, as you see it, you should just be chucking your scooter at it, just so you can get to stomp the landing, just roll away, be stoked because you did a flare, and then stop immediately after doing that first flare, because no one likes a flare. Right? So yeah, all these things, if you add them up, you should be able to flare, and I hope you can, because like, it's a rad trick to learn as long as you don't do it too much. So yeah, flares. Right, okay, thanks for watching my Trick Tip Tuesdays on flares. You know, don't forget to like, favourite, subscribe to Pipe Productions. We're doing one of these like every week or as often as we possibly can. So whatever trick you want to learn, just chuck it in the comments, and I'll try and explain it or give you tips on it as well as I can. Also, if you have any video ideas or anything you could like do for us, just let us know. I'll see you next Tuesday. Oh fuck! I know a fucking little pepper. Oh, that's getting whiplash. Fucking hell. leave, go backwards. Woo.